everybody, and welcome back to my book club. Today we are going to try something new before we jump into the most recent book. We are going to try some music. I'm just going to see if it adds to the video. If it doesn't, then I will not do music in the future ones. But I figure it's okay to try. So we're just going to play some slow Taylor Swift songs, or slower. And yeah. I hope this adds to the video. Anyway. Can you hear it? I don't know. So, let's get started. Today we're going to talk about this book. And I'm not going to do myself a disservice by trying to say the title because I already know that throughout the entire time that I was reading it or rereading it, I flat out, I don't know how to pronounce the title. If you do, please let me know because I have absolutely no clue. Yeah, I'm not gonna try. Anyway, this book is a reread, and it is a very special one because even though it seems like half the world has already heard about it, we're still gonna talk about it because it's really cool, and I just finished rereading it and I enjoyed it. I feel like I'm repeating myself, but it's okay. So basically, if you don't know, short summation of this book, the earth has been destroyed and there is this ex-boyfriend, ex-girlfriend. They are put on like shuttles that are flying out of earth, and they're in two separate shuttles, and this is a terrible explanation of this book, but there's a reason why the explanation is terrible. The way that this book is written is really innovative. It's really cool. It's basically just like all through files. And if you don't know what that means, basically it's not like your traditional story. It's just a compilation of like emails, camera reports, text messages, things like that that are between them as the ships that they are on, they start malfunctioning, and they gotta figure that out. And it's honestly just a really cool sort of thing to try reading if you haven't done anything like that before. The only time that I can remember when I read something similar to this format is behind me on the shelf. I forget the name of it. Kind of like something like The Secret Life of like high school juniors. I don't even know. That's kind of along the lines of what it's called. And it was basically a story. It was a trilogy about this boy who goes to high school, and that was also told through emails and whatever, and that's the only thing that I can remember that sort of even comes close to what this was. As you can see, it's really thick just because it's all like files and everything, and it's really cool. Did I just see a card in there? Yeah. This is what I used as a bookmark when I was going through this. Anyway, so now that we got a little bit of the background about what this is, time to actually talk about it. I think this is the messiest video so far, but I say that in like every video, so it doesn't matter. Anyway, did I enjoy this? Yes, I did. And I think like it was a nice break, I guess, from the traditional format that we're used to. And I know that there are, I believe, 2 more. I am going to pick the second one up. I'm going to give that a go. And I think what I really liked about this is the discovery through the documents. Like in the... So I'm just going to put on a new song. Oh, never mind. New song playing. Would you look at that? What was I even saying? What I really like about this is the discovery. Because they're not telling the story in the traditional way, you have to take the documents, you have to gather what's going on. There's a lot of things that are up to your interpretation. I felt like, look at this. They have, like, maps. Isn't that just cool? And I felt like I enjoyed this a lot, and I thought it was really cool. The one thing that maybe I didn't connect to as much were the camera reports. So, like, occasionally there would be, let me find one. Occasionally there would be sort of like a transcript of security camera footage, like right here. and that followed kind of like a traditional book format. And I understand why it was necessary, because it would normally be following characters whose emails and like other documents, like they didn't really pertain to them. Like we didn't have that to guide us around those characters. Like it was just sub-characters and things like that that were described with this surveillance. So I understand why the surveillance was necessary. There was no other way for us to approach these characters. But I didn't like getting to those parts that much, just because I felt like it was taking me out of all like the file sorting and the documents and all that stuff. I felt like it was kind of like taking me out of that. But I do understand why it was necessary, you know, like, and I feel like it's also such a creative way, like surveillance footage. That's such a creative way of like putting in normal book in there. So I thought that was really cool. Overall, oh my god, just look at this page. I'm like, see, the kind of thing that I love about this book is I'm just like flipping through it and I keep just seeing cool stuff. Like, even the color of the pages, they change. And I thought it was really cool just in general. The characters, I did really like the characters. I like the resourcefulness. I always like when you got like younger characters and they're just resourceful. I don't know, but I don't want to spoil anything, because I know in other videos I spoiled some stuff. But I don't want to spoil anything for this. But just trust me, it's cool. They're resourceful. It took kind of a turn in the middle. I guess like minor spoiler. Skip ahead a little bit. I'll try not to mention the spoiler again. But like, I guess at this point, if you want to read it, just stop the video. Go take it out of the library or something. But yeah, the whole spoiler now. The whole plague thing. I don't know if that was climactic, but it was weird to read that now for obvious reasons. Oh no, the song stopped. I'm having like an issue with my phone where it stops songs after 10 seconds, and if I want them to play, I gotta get out of Spotify and like click play again. Ah, there we go. I really hope you guys can hear the songs, because if not, then I'm just rambling. Anyway. What was I saying? I was saying something about resourcefulness or about... Well, whatever I was saying, you can rewind the video and you can rewatch that. Spoiler. One thing I loved is when the computer got a mind of its own. I love that. I thought that was just wild. The way, not even the way that it was written, because, like, yeah, we have a lot of books where the computer goes wire and AI takes things over and whatever. But the way that it was represented here with the documents, with the pictures, oh, I love that. Just look at this. Like the way that it, like the machine is like thinking. Isn't that just genius? I don't know. The whole, for whoever formatted this thing, if it was the author, I don't know how they format even these sorts of things. I don't know if the author like writes everything and then the publisher does it, but whoever formatted this deserves some kind of award, because it's just wonderful. Even the fonts are different. Like, the machine, like, it was just genius. Like, it took turns. I feel like this is such a bad review, but not to the book. I mean, just in general, because I'm just, like, going off. I'm like, I don't know. But anyway, yeah, overall, just, like, in the middle, it just sort of switches over from everything that you thought it was going to be to everything that you just didn't expect. So I enjoyed it. Yeah, I don't really know what else to say. I wanted to come on here because it's not, like, I didn't just start it. It is a reread. I first read it, I want to say pre-COVID, but I can't guarantee that. I'm not sure. Yeah, and then I don't know, I just picked it up now, and I guess I just never picked up the second book, and I was like, I'll reread this one to remember everything. And it's definitely very decent. It's really thick too, which I guess is a given. Like, it's like as big as like half my head, which is crazy. Yeah, that is pretty much it. 10 minutes. That's a long video. Oh, one thing. One last thing. So, in the past videos, I don't know, the like, you know how YouTube like lets you choose a thumbnail for like your video? So it keeps like giving me all these just excerpts of the video that are just messy. So I'm gonna pause with the book for a second so I have a picture to put in the center of this video. So just ignore this, but gonna... Okay. Now that that's done, have a wonderful day. I hope that you try this out, this book, and yeah. Have a great day.